Thanksgiving Day Parade is celebrating its 85th anniversary this year. Joining me is Rick Bayless, Macy's Culinary Council, to tell us about a cookbook with recipes inspired by the parade. A cookbook inspired by the parade, Rick?
Well, it's inspired by the fact that the parade is really the kickoff for the holiday season for so many of us. I mean, I don't know about you, but in my house growing up, we always watched the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. And it was the closer you got to the end of the parade route, the closer you were to that dinner, which has always been my favorite dinner of the whole year.
Mine too.
So we've got a book that starts off with a chapter that illustrates the whole history of the parade, and then it goes into, well, it's 13 chefs, well-known chefs from across the country, all contributing their favorite recipes for the holiday season. And you know, they really reflect their heritage, they reflect the part of country that they're in. I'm the guy that's always known for doing Mexican flavors, so I'm not going to disappoint you because I got this really beautiful mesquite grilled turkey here in front of me. And I start by brining the turkey and then cooking it really slowly on the grill, throwing in some wood chips at the very end, mesquite wood chips, to give it that real beautiful flavor. I mean, if you could just smell how delicious this thing smells here in the studio, it's very mouth-watering. I've got a red chili sauce to go with it, but what I wanted to show you and all of our viewers today is an interesting twist on a cranberry relish. Now, this one starts with dried cranberries, and I've got them chopped up here, and then I've got a little bit of jicama. Now, jicama is this root vegetable. You know it and you love it because everybody that gets involved with jicama loves the stuff. Root vegetable, just peel off that dark skin on there, chop it all up. It's got that wonderful flavor that's a little bit like a cross between an apple and, say, a water chestnut. So I've got the jicama, the cranberry, and I've got a little bit of chopped red onion going in there with that. And then I'm going to add the other very aromatic part of this relish, and that is the cilantro.
Yummy.
So I'm just bunching up the cilantro, chopping right across it, then mixing that in with a little bit of salt and some vinegar to season it. You could use lime juice if you want to. Mix that up. It's really good if you let it sit for about an hour or so. I've got some of that sliced mesquite grilled turkey, and I'm going to give it a touch of this red chili sauce, this adobo sauce on here, and then some of that beautiful relish to go over the top of it with all the colors of the holiday table.
And do you try to do something different at your holiday table each year at your Thanksgiving table? Because I try to keep a lot of traditional and throw in maybe one interesting element.
Well, you know, for exactly what I do, because I love my grandmother's dressing recipe, so we do that. The kids all love to have mashed potatoes, so we always have that. My daughter loves green beans with balsamic vinegar. Who knows where that came from? So we always have those as our traditions, but then I'll do something really interesting like a little sauce or a condiment like this relish to go alongside of the turkey, because I grew up in a barbecue restaurant. I always want a smoky tasting turkey, but you can play around with the condiments that go on the table because that can add a lot of interest.
All right, it is the Macy's Thanksgiving and Holiday Cookbook. Rick Bayless has a section in there, and if he's in there, you know it's good. Thanks so much for spending a couple minutes with us, and happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving to you, Tanya.
And we want to thank Macy's, of course, for that satellite time.